I'm Mr. Yates, a grade 5 teacher here at UAS, and we're bringing innovation to our elementary students in units of inquiry by creating engaging investigations like STEM activities where we build towers with spaghetti and marshmallows in yarn, some as tall as 45 centimeters. We also investigated how our world works by looking at chemistry. How do atoms move?
We modeled that with scooters.
I wonder what happens if you mix boric acid and glue.
You make slime.
I have some dirty pennies. I wonder how I could clean them.
You do. Citric acid makes them clean.
These are just a few of the ways we're bringing innovation to our elementary students at UAS.
So Rebecca, you're telling me that I have to take the Aero standards and the UAE National Social Studies standards, and I have to put them together and make effective units with good assessment paradigms that create meaning for students around Emirati and Arab culture in an American school with an American curriculum.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we could do this in an integrated way with the English department, and the English department could find textbooks, Arabic textbooks, about the Arab world. And the students could study in 9th grade, and it could coordinate with what we're doing in social studies. Can we get working on that?
We're already doing that.
Oh.
I'm a grade 12 student here, and today I'd like to talk to you about the MIT LaunchX Club, which is a business club for interested youth entrepreneurs who'd like to develop a better understanding of how the corporate world works and what are some of the problems that people within the industry face. And it aims to develop essential life skills such as time management, collaboration, communication skills. This program, which was initially led by MIT, is now entirely led by students at the school, which thereby sort of creates a friendly yet competitive corporate environment, thereby allowing the club to create or produce future business leaders of tomorrow.
One of the ways that I've used innovation in my classroom is through the use of social media apps like Snapchat and Instagram. Students spend a lot of time on their mobile devices talking and for entertainment purposes. So I felt like through the use of these particular apps, students were able to produce responses that demonstrated understanding of the context of the material.
Fun fact, at the first ever Olympic Games there are 3 sports: track, field, and wrestling. So while the sport itself is not new and innovative, starting to here in the UAE has been. There are only 3 other schools in the entire country that offer wrestling. So last year, I decided to start a program. All we had were old gymnastic mats in the cafeteria, and I had 8 very courageous students come out and try it. Still a great opportunity to get a variety of students in, both boys and girls.
One thing I like to do with my students is using a function with Google Maps that allows you to use layers. And what we do is, for any given topic, students will in business, choose stories that are occurring around the world in that topic area. So for human resources, they might look for stories in that topic that are occurring in different parts of the globe. And the visual gives us, an instant representation that we're getting balanced perspective from different parts of the world and showing, a cosmopolitan approach to our business studies. So that's one of those things that the students like, and I also like because we also have that map to reference at later times.
So this year we worked along with Ms. Ray, who organized a special needs event with Pure Power Rocks, and we worked with people of determination in a sports event.
I participated in the sports one, and I found it brought a lot of pleasure for them because they got to go out and really do different things, experience different things. And we all had fun together.
And also a art event of how we can use art as a source of therapy and way of bonding. And we were able to learn a lot from them, and in addition they were able to enjoy what they were doing. And
connect with other people and create art and bond.
We came up with an initiative to bring healthy, tasty treats to our kindergartners and our students at the elementary school.
After a positive response from the students, we decided to extend the tasty treats to the entire elementary school. We started another after-school activity, which was Young Chefs, During Young Chefs, students from grade 5 to 8 learned how to cut and create healthy and tasty treats.
My invention is called a heat exterminator. I made this because when you have really hot food and you want it to cool off and you don't want it to be too hot and not too cold. So what it is it has a motor where you turn it on. There's a fan that's connected with a spoon that will cool off your food or to someone else.
Perfect. And then the invention convention was in the MPH.
Yeah.
And did you have any special visitors when we had that?
Yeah, we had some judges, we had some teachers, 4th and 5th graders.
I just made with this rocket from UAS.
We were first inspired by the artist Mark Jenkins. Mark Jenkins is an American artist who makes sculptural street installations. He does this to make the world more interesting for people.
We use non-traditional materials, and we first used saran wrap to wrap our body part, and then use tape to wrap it around, and then we cut it up and formed the sculpture.
We stuffed her with recycled materials to show the importance and spread awareness of sustainability and recycled materials.
As part of our culmination of our units on motion, kinematics in our physics classes, and our understanding of the human body and sports science, we took our students to Flip Out Dubai, a trampoline park where the kids were able to jump around into foam pits, move, play dodgeball, basketball, and they took videos tracking their motion, trying to understand how their bodies actually moved in relation to the physics and the laws that we've been studying in class. It's been a part of an ongoing process in order to connect our understanding of physics into the real world, the real emotion that our students are able to get.
I like centers because it makes me learn more and teaches me how to solve problems. I love it. I learn more about from centers. I like centers because it makes me think by myself.
Mindfulness Monday is a program that we began this year with students to help teach them tools to make better choices and stay present in the moment, to help them be focused in class and relieve stress and anxiety. It's a 6-week program that is used for students who are selected to participate, and they have a choice if they do not want to work in the program. However, we talk about positive psychology tools that the students can use in everyday life, and we work on meditative techniques to help them with just dealing with everyday life. I have a student who graduated out of the program this first semester who's going to tell us what he enjoyed about it and what he took away from the program.
Mindfulness Monday was really nice for me because I learned how to meditate. It helped me control my anger sometimes. I usually now stop before I do something. So instead of me just bursting out, now I stop and wait for 10 seconds and then decide to do my decision. And now I'm aware of where I am and my surroundings, and I now know to do the right thing in the right place.
I wanted to talk about my student-generated outcomes that we're doing in PE. This is especially helpful when we're assessing the knowledge understanding aspect of PE, and having the students create the outcomes really gives them the accountability and then also the assessment, their role in the assessment practice. So it's really making the students really accountable to what's going on in class. They have an understanding and they really get the feedback pieces that we're looking to, especially talking about the critical understanding of just physical activity, sports, all those great things that happen in PE.
When the Emiratis in the school realized that the Emiratis here are such a minority, so we decided to create a community for them that we can kind of explore and induce the culture more into the diverse place, which is the school, since there are so many nationalities. So we decided to kind of explain what really the Emirati community is.
Flag Day,
National Day,
Literacy Week.
So the Emirati community has done so much this year, and we're not planning on stopping soon. Hello, thank you. For innovation, I like to take advantage of the kids' cell phones and multimedia. I often ask children to send me summary videos of class lessons that are a minute to a minute and a half long. They find this very easy to do, very quick to do, and I find the benefits are fantastic for short-term memory.
School libraries will always be in a work in progress because we want to appeal to each generation of learners. So I wanted to create a space in the library as an extension of the library where students and the whole UAS community will come to create and share and innovate their ideas, work together in an atmosphere or a learning landscape that's controlled, uncontrolled, free-flowing, and collaborative. And this space is referred to now as CSI, and that stands for Create, Share, and Innovate.
So this space is for students and teachers, and we want to have the space for them to actually innovate. We always hear buzzwords such as innovation, but we really want the students to innovate. So we wanted to have a space and provide the tools for them to do that.
As students of the ITGS class have decided to innovate the library more. We decided to add a new asset to the library, which is technology. This has never been done in our library before, and I want to engage students more.
We also have a Genius Bar, sort of like Apple, and this is a Google school, so we kind of blend the two. This is a space for students to learn from other students and teachers to learn from other teachers about things we can use to make our classrooms more effective for learning. We've also implemented some badges, so every time a student learns a new tool, but especially teachers learning new tools, they'll be able to earn badges that go with their professional development. The more badges you earn, the more successful a teacher you should be.
This is Ollie. He's in my 8th grade English, and he's going to talk about how we use Padlet.
Padlet is a website that we use in our English class to peer assess our fellow students' knowledge. This helps my writing and helps everyone else. It's basically a collaboration between all of us students to work together to improve our writing as a whole.
Great. Thank you all.
I like RAS Kids because it makes me think more and be smarter and solve problems, and I like non-fiction because non-fiction is really nice and I really like it.
As students are showing innovation through Million Solar Stars, they're bringing engineering and design skills to the table with building solar box cars, solar box copters as well, and they're building RC solar roller cars. They're then scaling that up to pilot systems, working on a design right now to solarize a music stage that they'll be playing on. And then from there, we're also looking to scale up to a 400 kilowatt solar array for the school and the rooftop to help power much of our energy needs. So UAS students are showing a lot of innovation with this project. They're also showing some great service learning and demonstrating humanitarian skills by bringing solar reading lights to students in Kenya so that they can read after dark. So this program has students at UAS showing innovation in many ways.